So going into tomorrow for April 1st, 2026, what we're looking for starting off in the S&P 500 market is we're currently in two short setups right here, signified by the red box. And so what we have going on is when price hit this red box right here at about 65, 66, the current short that we're having looking down is going to down here to this bottom red box, which is at 64.82. So that's currently where it's at for that one. And then the second short we have that just entered late this afternoon is when the price hit this right here. So what we're looking for this one right here is first off for it to go down to the green line right here, which is at 65.38.50. If the price doesn't hit that but continues to move up and hits this red line up here, then we will move the exit for this trade setup. We're looking for going to 65.68. So going into tomorrow, those are the two short trades we have looking at the S&P 500. As we can see from today, price barely made a lower low down here from the previous day and then just skyrocketed up with the news that President Trump said that he was willing to kind of not in the war with Iran, but basically with the Strait of Hormuz to open it, or basically make a deal without that being opened back up. But then other things got said. So anyways, that was the initial reasoning for why this move went up today, and the market liked it and continued up ever since. So a nice move up for the market for the S&P 500, up 2.8%. Going over to the Russell 2000. We can see complete this long trade right here. We are currently in a short trade, and just like the S&P 500, and what we also see both in the Dow and the Nasdaq, price made a lower low today from the previous day, and then continued to move up and made a higher high. So it's basically an engulfing day from the previous days if you were looking at this on a candlestick chart. And so we are in a short trade right here. So when the price came and hit this red line right here, that signifies the short setup has begun, and the exit is currently down here at the green line at 24.39.6. But if the price continues to go up and hit the red line up here at 25.60 tomorrow, then we'll look for the exit to move to right about down here at 24.99.1. Now, since the price did end up high, very close to the high up here, I do not expect tomorrow to be a skyrocket day. There would have to be some serious news come out for it to be. Typically, what that does happen is when you do get a day that ends on the high right here, we will probably see it pop up when the market reopens, go up some, hit at least 25.39, maybe even higher. It of course can go higher, hit up in this area up here, but I would expect to see some pullback as the day goes on in the overnight session into the morning. So going into tomorrow, I do expect some type of pullback, depending on if it starts from when price hits the daily extension level from the previous day's highs and low, which is at 25.39, or if it goes up here and it hits the top of this short box right here, which would move the exit to that current trade right about down there. Going into the Dow Jones, same kind of setup, a little bit different than the S&P 500 excuse me, and the Russell. The reason why is it did not create a lower low today. It just went off. There was a low the previous day, and here is a low today, so made a higher low, and then started stair-stepping up. But much like the Russell 2000, it ended on the higher side of it, so I would expect there would be some type of pullback if price does go up and create a new high down into tomorrow some. But we are currently in a short setup right here. So when the price hit this original, where it hit the red box at the bottom of right here, the original exit was the green line down below it. But since the price has gone up, hit the top box at about 46,500, now the current exit down here is at around 46,000 for this short setup. So just like the Russell 2000, and I believe the S&P 500, we're in a bunch of short setups tomorrow. So I do expect some type of pullback to happen. Now, if that doesn't happen, that's probably going to mean there's some big news that came out. The market has just skyrocketed up to new levels right here. One thing I did want to show over here on the Russell 2000 is that, in the Dow Jones, we are currently in a long setup in a higher time frame, the 1 hour chart. If we go back all the way over here to November 20th, 2025, and right over here, we can see we hit the green line up here. So what we look for is a pullback. So when price came back and hit the green line right here at the exit we were looking for, is that green line right up there. That obviously did not happen, but it did come down and hit the bottom of this green box right here. So when that happened, we are looking for the exit to be at the top of this line up here at 48,419. So that is on the 1 hour chart, but the market is showing that it does have support, and we are looking for price to continue up, just like the S&P 500 and the Russell 2000 has shown, despite for the current time being short setups going into tomorrow, just for the very near term. Going into the NASDAQ right here, we can see right here, right at the end of the day, price hit up on that short setup right there, went down and hit the green line. So that setup is said and done. So in the NASDAQ tomorrow, there is not one trade setup that is currently in right now that I am currently looking for tomorrow. It has the same formation that the S&P 500 and the Russell did today, where it made a lower low and then went up and made a higher high. And just like those other two markets, we expect it to go up some tomorrow and then eventually have some type of pullback and then decide what it wants to do there from the pullback. Will it continue back up in the similar A, B, C, D move, or will it continue to go back down right there? And lastly, for crude oil today, there is one setup that we are looking at right now, and it is a short setup. You can see it started right here. The two things did not get hit the red box, did not hit the green line down here, then hit the top of the red box, has not hit the bottom of the red box. So the best set to get in next is the 10 line, the Fibonacci extension line right here, and as you can see, it bounced off of it very nicely. Typically on this trade, it means that it is extremely either overbought or oversold. In this one, it means it's extremely overbought, so we're looking for the pullback all the way back down here to the top of the box. So for oil, we're looking at this exit to be about 95.50, with currently price being at 101.52. We are expecting the near-term move to be down here over to around the mid 95 areas for it. If price does in fact pull back up right here, depending on what the margin is, I will be looking at getting in short in this trade up around that line and taking it all the way back down there. But if the price continues to go back down, a good portion of the move has already happened for it, so no reason I'm looking to get in for it. But that is what we're looking for the next near-term move for oil to go back down to the mid 95.50s. Thank you.